Hello and welcome to Commandus round 12. Believe it or not, we're on round 12.
Wow.
Welcome Cora.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Welcome Ricardo.
Hello.
Welcome Yola.
Hello.
And welcome to our viewers. So Flam is there already and he says, hier gaan ons nou. So apparently we're ready to rock and roll from that side of the world. We have a couple of people in here. Bigger Klaassen is there. Hey, how's it going? And Zoe is with us. Hello, hello. So let's do what we normally do real quick. Just quickly, just to let everybody know, don't forget tomorrow night we're doing the rebroadcast of the egg pod that was supposed to happen on Monday night but didn't thanks to Eskom. Hey Blastios, how's it going? So don't forget about that. That's happening at 8 tomorrow night. That's big news because we're talking about the National Paper Series. That's what we're going to be talking about. That's going to be fun. We've also got our friends from Unplug Yourself. Stefan and Jay will be joining us there. So don't forget to check that out. But tonight, we are doing... I've called it Silly Tribal.
Mm.
And it's just because we
It's
wanted...
silly tribal.
Some of them are silly.
I feel it's just tribal.
Just tribal? Okay, so Chorus is just tribal. And Chorus
If it was silly tribal, we would have done my flowers deck.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Lestio says you can see who the serious player is based on how they lay their hands out. I'm going to go with the Wayland Yutani company in the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
We are saying new.
Are you saying me, really? Okay, cool. But let's do what we normally do. Let's go around the room, I suppose, and get a chat from people about what their decks are going to be. Let's go the other way for a change. Let's go to Ricardo, down in the bottom left corner there. Ricardo, what are we looking at from you there, sir?
Okay, so I'm playing Inala. It's a wizard tribal. I'm only playing the precon on tonight. So this deck, it's not an aggressive deck, but you have a lot of cards with wizards that have interesting abilities, and Inala allows you to give them haste immediately and create a token that has haste. And also there's a lot of instant and sorcery shenanigans where hopefully you guys have a big creature in your graveyards and I can cast them. It's I think it's quite a difficult deck to play, but I think it will be interesting.
Okay, cool. Corey, what are you and the kitty cat playing?
Well, Kitty's just knocked some wolves on the floor, but we're playing werewolves. And I went with because when you said silly tribal originally, my mind went to the tribe that tried very hard. And I hope I'm not going to offend any werewolf fanatics here, but the tribe is currently just lacking a lot of support for multiplayer. And there's no really good tribal commander for the deck. So I'm running Ulrich of the Krallen Horde, who does transform. He is a werewolf. But the problem with werewolves in multiplayer is that it's so much easier for any player to cast double spells, and that means your werewolves are almost always going to be transforming back.
Yes. Yeah, it is a difficult one to play. So the cat's back.
We are trying to get through that by abusing stuff at instant speed, or perhaps limiting what opponents can do.
Fair enough. Sounds good. Bigger Klaassen says silly tribal is only valid when there are goblins around. And when Flum says, in other words, he will bugger you up fast. Yola, what are we doing?
We're doing elves today, so it's Harold.
Harald.
I don't know, Harold. What's his name?
There he is, I got him. Harold,
Yeah.
King of Skemfar.
Yes, him. He's quite fun because you get to bring elves out quite easily, and helps a bit with shuffling your library when you find that things haven't gone quite the way they should. He's fun, and the elves are all obviously going to pump each other up and put +1 counters on and do things.
Do elvish things.
Do
those things that elves do.
Yes. So I'm hoping that they show up and do some elvish mischief.
Well, they certainly did in testing, so I'm hoping for your sake
No,
that
you're
they
not.
do it again.
Don't lie.
I know, I'm lying. I'm totally
You're
lying. I
totally
hope
lying.
your deck falls flat in its face.
Yeah, you're an A. No.
Yeah, I'm playing my least favorite tribe, as I was talking to the group off air. I'm playing Merfolk with Zagana, Utopian Speaker, as my commander. She's a 4/4 Merfolk wizard. When Zagana Utopian speak enters the battlefield, if you control another creature with a +1/+1 counter on it, draw a card. Pay 4, and Simic, so green and a blue, adapt 4. Which means you get to put 4 counters on her when you adapt her, and each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample. So, yeah, you guessed it, it's Merfolk. I plan to put a whole ton of Merfolkies on the board with a whole bunch of Merfolk Lords, pump them up with a whole bunch of counters, and just, just tidal wave over everybody. Hopefully. That's what I hope. Me and Aquaman, we're coming to get you.
Did you know they're filming Aquaman 2 in Australia at the moment?
Well, that's their fault, not mine.
I know.
Everybody told them it was a bad idea. But hey. So, if we're all good and ready, the other thing tonight is we've got some... Oh, but I just closed that program. So I need to go and open that program again. But hold on a second. You're now going to see things. That's okay. We just need to open WhatsApp because our friend Kendra has supplied us with some Zendikar booster codes. So if anyone is interested in Zendikar codes, just speak up in chat and we'll see what we can do for you. Because she's happily sent them through to me and I can probably whisper them to you in the chats. So let me know if you're interested in getting some Zendikar. What are they? They are Zendikar arena codes. I'm guessing they're boosters or something like that, but we'll see what they are. Also, there are 2 M21
Yes, R normally
promo
works for
packs up for grabs from our friends at Top Deck. The only catch to that is that should you win the promo packs, you need to please place a very small order on Top Deck just to cover your delivery fee, and then you'll get whatever the small order is plus your promo packs. So if you're keen on that, let me know. And we're going to be doing that for the next 6 weeks. Top Deck have given us that promotion for the next 6 weeks, so that's pretty cool. So Wimflum says, yes please Wimflum, I will sort you out with the code very shortly. But in the meantime, I think it's time to get this party started. Is everybody ready?
Hit randomize. Hit the button.
Okay, we're going to flip the turnip.
Flip the turnip.
Flipping the turnip.
That sounds
Tossing the turnip.
No, okay, are we gonna...
No, we can't toss the turnip. That
Flip
sounds
the turnip,
terrible.
because tossing the turnip just sounds...
Okay,
wrong.
looks like Cora will go first, followed by Run Rabbit, then myself, and then Ricardo will close it out.
That's funny,
So-
Ricardo and I did not move. We
No,
stayed
it's just
exactly
Cora and I
where we
got
were.
completely randomized.
Yeah, they were
But,
like, you two swap.
You two, go that way.
So then how random is it really? Because it always only moves 2 people.
I don't know. Do I look like I know these things?
I don't know.
Okay, I need to do one little weird thing real quick. Hold on, we're going to lose picture for 1 second. Just while I do that. Okay, it's back again. Alright, so let's, Cora, I think if you hit spacebar, we can get cracking. Or do
Alright.
There we go. Alrighty. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. I'm gonna play a Syndigrade Taps and pass.
I will draw the card. I will play the snow-covered forest. And pass.
Does it come to me?
Yes, it
Give
has
me,
come.
give me 1 second.
No.
I'm doing the whispering thing. Hold on.
1,000.
There we go. Flum, let me know you got that as a whisper. That'd be great. Okay, my turn. I pick my hand up. I do. That's what I do. I pick my hand up, and then I look at my hand again because I've forgotten what I had. And then I will play this very pretty 7th edition John Avon Island. And then I shall tap that very pretty island. And I shall play my Benthic Biomancer. Benthic Biomancer is a 1/1 who has 1 in a blue for adapt 1, which means I get to put a +1/+1 counter on it if it doesn't have +1/+1 counters on it already. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Benthic Biomancer, I get to draw a card and discard a card. And with that being done, I shall pass. I shall pass. For a moment, I shall pass. It shoots everything. I'm past the turnip.
I'll play a Jawar Isle Refuge, gaining 1 life, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
So, Ben, that Merfolk you just played, was for until recently part of a 3-part infinite combo in standard. Well, old standard, obviously.
Oh, really?
So I'm just going to go for a mountain and Steve.
Steve!
Pass.
Steve.
Who's Steve?
Steve, he's a little dude. He's the one you can sacrifice him for a land.
Yeah.
Nice.
Steve.
Steve. Okay. Gonna draw a card.
Steve. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. You just realized the abbreviation of Easy Gaming Group is EGG. Benjin, come now. We're the Eggies. Welcome to the show, though.
Playing Elvish Warmaster.
Oh, wow.
Whenever one or more other elves enters the battlefield under my control, I can create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token.
I hope you got all the tokens nearby.
Ta-da!
Okay, cool.
And passing the turn.
Alrighty. I shall untap this mountain. Pick up my hand. Shall draw a card. Ooh. That is an interesting draw. I shall play a forest. Again, I shall tap 2 and play a relic amulet. My commander is not in play. A relic amulet.
Why's your command all the way over there?
Because then way at least people can see it. If I put it on the other side, it gets blown out by all the light.
Oh, yeah, mine's also a bit blown out.
Lioness of the Vale, good evening, magic peoples. Good evening, Lioness of the Vale. With that, I shall pass turn. Well, we're all being very friendly tonight.
Hmm.
Well, we haven't actually done anything yet. I mean, we've
No, I
usually
mean,
put down
Play a
two lands
command
and creature.
tower and pass the turn.
End of turn, I'll sacrifice Steve
Steve!
Poor Steve.
Poor
for a
Steve.
forest.
You're a forest, Harry. I mean, Steve.
You became a forest.
Okay. For those of you who've just joined us, Lioness of the Vale, Benjen. Benjen, how was your final? How did it go? Your hand, Ricardo.
Oh, sorry.
Benjen was writing a chem final yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh dear.
Good. Okay. Fantastic. Great.
Play a Bon Crag
Mm-hmm.
and Guardian Project.
Very
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Pass.
Okie dokie, and tap.
I don't even know if I have anything that can deal with a guardian, but do I have any enchantment removal? I hope so.
Well, yeah. Elves incoming.
Yeah, I would imagine. Plenty.
Shall play Forest.
The forest, yeah.
Yeah, and I shall tappy, and Harold,
Who is an elf?
who is an elf. Yes, he is. So, sorry guys, I just got to go find the elves quickly. They're here.
Should look in the forests, love. That's
Shut
where
up,
the elves
exactly.
live.
They're here. They're supposed to be warriors. Oh, there we go.
Elf warrior.
Okay, let's see if I can get them out the box.
Yeah, not like last time. You couldn't even get them out the box.
Okay, so I get a 1/1 elfie.
And then you also have a trigger on your commander.
Yes, I do. Hang on a moment. Enters battlefield. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Oh. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Okay, I have a sneaky suspicion that now's a good time to kind of say yikes.
And then put it into your hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I concur.
Because things are kind of happening.
Wait until 7 mana.
No, we don't want to.
Okay, so I will reveal an elf, and I will put
Ooh,
it
Rishka.
Oh,
in,
Rishka,
which is
jeez,
over
okay.
there, and the rest goes at the bottom of my librar.
Yes, pass the turn up already. Or you're planning on whacking somebody.
No, I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okay.
Attack!
You should have attacked. I shall untap.
But Herald
Ooh, ha, ha, ha.
Summoning
I shall
six
draw a
plus
card.
1, 2, 6, 7. Good.
Okay, with that draw of the cards, I shall play a snow-covered forest. With those things that I have played, I shall pay 3 and play my Quandrix Pledgemate. My Quandrix Pledgemate is a 2/2 that says Magecraft. When you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell Put a +1/+1 counter on Kondra's Pledge Mate. And that's a 2/2, and this is a 1/1, and I'm going to have a swing at Ricardo. Because he's got nowhere to go.
Cool. I'll take one.
Yeah, I mean, it puts you
So
back
you
to
gain
40,
one,
you know what I mean?
and
So
then
you're
to
fine. Highest life total and all that jazz. Passing the
At
turnip.
least it wasn't 14 or whatever. damage
See?
it was.
See, this time, Ricardo, we're being fair. It's not 18 or 14 or 22 damage.
Why am I only getting high CMC? Okay, Swiftwater Cliffs tapped. Pass the turn.
What's happening, Conscript?
another
Welcome to
life.
chat.
Ricardo, I think you're on 42.
Am I on 42? Okay, well, I lost once. I'll be back on 41 now.
41, cool.
Cool, thank you.
Nice.
Okie dokie dokie ducks.
Okay, so for 4 mono,
Yeah.
I'll cast my first actual werewolf,
Ooh.
Instigator Gang.
Which will trigger. Okay, hold on. Let us see what this does. Instigator Gang. Attacking creatures you control get +1/+0. It's a 2/3 at the beginning of each upkeep. If no spells were cast last turn, transform Instigator, which becomes the Wild Blood Pack. 5/5 attacking creatures +3/0, and this one's got trample. Wow. Okay.
I get to draw a card from the Guardian Project.
Yes, you do.
You will get
I-
your card every time you cast something with Guardian Project.
When it enters the battlefield. But yeah, I'll play Path of Ancestry tapped, and I'll pass the turn.
No, I think it's making it worse.
I tried.
The turnip has been passed.
Thank you. I've caught the turnip. I'm now untapping and drawing.
But what will you do with the turnip?
Well, now, wouldn't you like to know?
Well, yes.
Well, you don't
Soup
need
is
to
quite
know,
good.
do you?
It's part of the game.
Shut up. Honest and Italy. Okay, we'll do a Swampy. And then I think we will play. Oh, okay, too.
The elves are wobbly. They've all been drinking.
Yeah, you know, it's the swinging through the trees stuff. It makes them look unsteady on
Yoink!
land.
And away! Well, what is that now?
That's the Exquisite Hunt Master. So when Exquisite Hunt Master dies, creates a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token, and it has Encore for 5. Well, for 4 and a swamp.
Wow, okay, so you get another token.
Yes, I get another token.
And it's an elf, so you get another token.
No, I only get 1 token per turn. He says this trigger.
Oh, no, sorry, this is when it dies. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right.
So I get 1 more token.
I'm with you, I'm with you.
And that's all I had to try and remember, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Ricardo, have a little.
Poor Ricardo.
Well, he's got nobody home, so he's like sitting there.
No,
saying,
it's
"PCP."
But
the
you're
target. How much damage is that?
That's only 5.
only 5.
It is only 5.
Cool.
And so I will now pass. To
Pass
you.
the turnip. I shall untap with the turnip. I shall use the turnip to untap.
Is that what it's for?
That is absolutely what it's for. Then I will play a forest. Do-do-do. Got lots of green mana. And then, with those 4 items.
Want to pass the turn?
Hey! Here, hold on. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to play Wilderness Reclamation.
On the transform stuffs.
That's definitely not passing the turn.
No, I am not
No,
passing the
it's not
turn with
passing.
Wilderness Reclamation. And then,
Oh, that's unfair. I was going to put that in here.
at the beginning of my end step, I get to untap all my lands. And using 2 of them, I shall put. We didn't bring them. Oh, we got these. These are not very good though. I should put a 1/1 counter on Benthic Biomancer. I will draw a card. And discard a card. I'll discard Sentinel of the Pearl Triad. And then I shall pass the turn.
Okay, I'm tapping, drawing a card.
The untapped turnip.
Yeah. playing Terramorphic Expanse, and I shall sack it and search for a land while I pass the turn. And Cora, you get to transform.
What?
Hey.
Why would you do
Your sacrifice shall not be forgotten. I almost said not be remembered.
He didn't pass the turn yet. Oh, God, we got turnips,
that? I know.
untapped
pasta.
turnips and pasta.
Things are degrading quite quickly.
Okay then.
Okay, so for local peeps, SA people watching, who's keen on 2 M21 promo packs? Huh? Who's keen on some paper magic?
Me.
You
It
can-
doesn't help.
You know, our friends over at Top Deck have given us 2 M21 promo packs for giveaway. There's a little bit of a catch. You do have to make a small order just to get your delivery fee paid for, but it's 2 M21 promo packs. There could be some really, really big value cards in there. You never know. Sorry, Cora, you'll go.
No worries. I'm playing out Skarg, the Rage Pits.
Yes.
It's a land that can give a creature +1/+1 and trample.
Oh, nice.
For 5 mana, I'll cast my commander.
Hmm. It's
Um,
about to be a really big other wolf.
so we get a Guardian and Ulrich trigger. Guardian Project, I'll draw a card. Ulrich trigger, I'll give Wildblood Pack +4/+4 until the end of turn.
Ew, ouch.
There's trample as well,
then-
right?
It has trample.
Yeah.
We'll go to combat and attack Yola for 12.
12.
12 with trample, yep.
Why 12?
Okay.
Because it got +4/+4 from Ulrich, and attacking creatures get +3/+0.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I will block with 2 of these and then take 10.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay, so just to quickly add on to what we're doing with the M21s, Conscript says that local people can come and collect them. If you're in Joburg, you can just walk into Top Deck and go and collect your promo packs. And we'll do that as a little raffle just now for people's what are
Okay,
locals.
so. Wow. No, I don't want to play that.
Something hit the board and then it's left
Sorry.
again.
Play a Khan's Bastion instead.
Uh-huh.
And then. No, why not? We'll do a first and another one. And play Elvish Visionary,
Which is an elf.
which is an elf! So I get to draw a card.
You make an elf.
And I get to make an elf, yes indeed. Oh, cool. Sorry, there comes little elfie poo. Oh, I can actually do that. That's cool. We're going to play Retreat to Kazandu as well. So whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can either put a 1/1 counter on target creature or gain 2 life. Which after Cora hit me for so much, is a good idea. And then
That's 2 spells.
that's 2 spells. What does that do?
I think that means Cora's Wolfie has to trigger back
Oh, if you play 2 spells.
in the beginning of the next upkeep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Nobody here pumps anybody up yet. Damn.
Keep in mind your commander has no menace.
Yes, I know he's got menace, but yeah, and actually I don't mind if he dies. Cora, I'm going to come and smack. Well, I'll try and smack you for 7, but it's probably not going to work. Hello.
Cora?
I said that's fine, I'll take 7.
Sorry, we didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly.
Pass the turn. There you go.
Pass the turnip. I shall untap with my untapping turnip.
Why is nobody hitting Crispin?
What has Crispin done? Gee whiskers.
Merfolk.
I don't know what you're talking about. I shall play. I've got a small problem.
What's your small problem?
I have 1 blue Manosaurus.
Yes, that is a minor problem. It's very much a you problem.
Okay, so I'm going to tap 2, 1 being that blue Manosaurus. And I'm going to play Biomancer's Familiar. Also, I don't appear to be getting any of my sorceries and things that I put in. But anyway. Activated abilities of creatures you control cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the amount of mana and ability cost to activate no less than 1 mana. I can tap this jobby, and the next time a target creature adapts this turn, it adapts as though it had no +1/+1 counters on it. So we're going to do that. And then... I am going to move to my end step and tap my mana and pass it.
Untapping, drawing. I'll play Exotic Orchard, and I will play Thygam, Sidisi's hand. So I skip my draw step, and at the beginning of my upkeep, I can look at 3 cards and put one of them in my hand and the rest in my graveyard. And I'll pass the turn, and that was 5. Cool.
Okay. End of turn, I'm just going to do something. Tap for a green mana with the Path of Ancestry and cycle a Tranquil Thicket. So I discard that to draw a card.
Okay.
Right. Untapping.
Zoe has finished the math. In 62.5% of the cases after randomizing the play order, one person will be in the same spot. In 29.17% of the time, 2 people will be in the same spot.
Some people have way too much math brain. Thank you, Zoe. Wow, that was a lot of computational effort. You can tell that we can only say big words. We can't actually make any kind of... It's like percentages. Yeah, sure, my strong point. Not.
I'll play Fungal Reaches, which is a storage land. That way around. And I will pass the turn. So in the next upkeep, so in the next upkeep, my werewolves will trigger, and if nobody else casts any spells.
Zoe says I used spreadsheets.
I'm done. I wanted to see if anybody was going to respond, but it seems not.
No.
Cool. So upkeep, these are going to trigger, and Ulrich gets to fight something.
Yes.
So Ulrich is going to fight that war leader.
The who?
It's an upkeep, so everything's untapped. Yes, the war leader.
Okay.
The war leader, what maketh elves.
Yeah.
Okay, now you untap.
Okay.
You should have already.
Should have untapped already. Yeah.
Okay, well. It's not like it was going to make a huge difference.
You might
The
have.
war leader still dies.
Yeah. He's a dead man after all.
Elf.
Yeah, oh, yeah, sorry. My bad.
Dead elf.
Dead elf after
Dead elf.
all.
Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf. Dead elf.
Should I do it now? No. No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
She does this all the time, you know, and then she expects me to know what the hell's going on.
I never expect you to know what's going on. I'll play a Swampy for turn. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can put a 1/1 counter on a target creature I control. Please, may I have a counter?
Yes, you may. Here.
Thank you. I would like to put a 1/1 counter on Harold. He might as well be worth something while he's
Ralph.
Who?
Ralph the dead elf.
Yes, his name is now Ralph the Dead Elf.
Okay, Elvish Warmaster. The part of Elvish Warmaster will from now on be played by Ralph the dead elf.
Ooh, we can do that as well. So we'll do that, and then we will play Rishkar Pima Renegade.
Renegade. It's been a long day.
When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. May I have another one, please?
You may.
Thank you.
There you are.
Muchas gracias.
What if I deny her the counters? Does that mean her creatures don't get bigger?
I will go and find the green ones. So, let's not be silly now. Okay, so. What have you got at home?
I have a 2/2 and a 2/2 and a 2/2.
A 2/2 and a 2/2 and a 2/2.
That's right.
Haha. Harald and Exquisite Huntmaster will be coming to visit you.
And how big are they?
He is a 5/4 and the Huntmaster is a 5/3.
Holy crap! What did I do to you?
Highest life total.
Okay, well, not anymore.
We could have blocked. They don't have trample.
There we go. Oh, and then she passes the turnip. How nice.
Well, you have to have a turn, apparently.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to pay 1. And I'm going to play Preordain, which is a sorcery, which triggers a whole bunch of things. So trigger for a counter and trigger for a counter. And then I get to scry 2 and then draw a card. Wow. They're both great, but it's really not what I need right now.
Are you still needing the blue mana?
I could take a chance, huh?
Take a chance. Take a chance on me.
Shh.
Oh, come on, what's a little ebba between
Okay,
legs?
sure, fine. Let's just take a chance. What the hell? What could possibly go wrong? That.
Do you know how many people have said that before they pressed the red button and then everything went boom?
Yeah, well, you know, these things happen. Okay, so let's see here. What have we got here? Ricardo, what is this thing? But no, that's not a circle of protection green. What is your creature there, Ricardo?
It is a Tygan. It's a 3/4.
The 3/4.
Yeah.
Well, that just sucks.
Go ahead, Cora, come on.
No, I need.
Do it.
Cora's like, do it, do it.
Look how big my creatures are. You won't even scratch them. They'll be like.
Okay, so I'll tell you
no
what I'm
bugs
going
and
to do.
bun.
I'll pay 3. This isn't the right time to play this, but I kind of need it to happen.
Oh dear.
Just cause, yeah. Well, the issue is 2 large werewolfy things sitting on that side of the board. A whole bunch of elves over there. Nothing in Ricardo's house.
Which is very sad. Ricardo,
Yes.
did you put creatures in your deck?
Yeah, this is a few.
Ricardo,
Yay.
can you play 2 spells in your next turn?
I should be able to, depending on what I draw, but I get to look at 3 cards. So if one of them is fairly low CMC, I should be able to.
So that's not a
I'm going to take that as a no, and I'm going to then cast my second spell, Swift Warden, onto the battlefield. And then move to my end step, untap all my lands, and pass the turnip.
Okay.
The
Now
issue
things
is
are
Ralph
going to
is a
start
dead elf.
happening.
Okay, so for
Okay,
those
right.
of you who are keen, Rabbit Wormflum says, I like your Broodmoth playmat.
Oh, thank you. I like it too.
You guys have 5 minutes, local people. What? 5 minutes, and we're going to give away happening.
In Ricardo's upkeep, my werewolves transform back. Ulrich is going to give Instigator Gang +4/+4.
Till the end of turn, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't attack the Instigator Gang.
Don't attack the what?
The Instigator Gang.
Oh. Okay.
All of your questions are answered.
I'll play an island for turn, and I will tap 5 to play
One spell.
Avangol Lynch. It is a 4/4, and I can pay 1 to cast a target creature card in a graveyard this turn. So I can cast any creature. In
Steve!
any
Steve's coming back!
Yeah, and then when I cast that card, Havengal Lynch will also gain all abilities of that creature.
You could sacrifice it for a land.
Excuse me?
I was just joking that if you chose Steve, you could sacrifice the Lich for a land.
It's that reverse psychology thing. Oh yes, I could do that. Hey, wait a minute. Conscript. It's a good thing you spelled raffle wrong.
Okay, cool. And that's, I'll pass the turn. Thank you.
End of turn.
Oh dear.
No, he cast a spell, so we're safe from the
Don't
fight.
make it back at. You'll flipping my wheels back and forth. I guess it's okay. Oh.
We're sorry
a
about
forest.
the wobbly cam for Run Rabbit. We don't know why it's doing it. Nobody's
if I touch
moving.
the table, it does it. So I'm trying not to touch the table.
Is there a dog touching the table?
No.
Okay.
It's just it starts moving and then it never stops.
Mana has been tapped.
For 3 mana, including Path of Ancestry, I'll cast Ulrich's Kindred. So firstly, on the cast, I get to scry because of Path of Ancestry. So
Okay.
scry 1. I'll bottom that.
Ooh.
Then Guardian Project, I get to draw.
Yep.
So Ulrich's Kindred is a 3/2 wolf with trample, 4 mana, target attacking wolf or werewolf gains indestructible until end of turn.
Sure.
So let's attack Crispin for 3.
But I.
My werewolf's back, yeah. Yes, you did.
Well, I haven't even done anything to your werewolves. I feel so.
You
sad
flipped them
about-
back.
I did what?
You take
Flipped them back.
Oh, I flipped them back. Oh, so that. Oh, I see. This is what that's for.
Retribution.
Yes.
I get it. Okay.
3
Oh,
damage.
Okay, I'm taking that 3 damage.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay, and tap. Draw.
Just over a minute left in the raffle.
Okay, I'm playing a woodland chasm, which comes in Taped.
But it's a land.
But it is a land, indeed it is, which means that I get to put a 1/1 counter on someone. So I will put a 1/1 counter on Exquisite Huntmaster.
Boy, that guy's getting big.
Yes, that is the plan here.
Okay, alright.
I sort of have a plan.
Hold on.
What? What now?
No, not you.
Oh,
That ability of that wolf
Yes.
is instant in any time and you can pay it again and again.
Yes,
You
they'd
can
only
make
target
any
attacking.
number of target attacking wolf or werewolves indestructible so long as you can just keep paying for it.
It's 4 mana at a time, so hardly any number, but yes.
So I said so long as you can keep paying for it.
Yes.
And the fine broker.
yes, I played the Find Broker. And guess who's back? Back again.
Me again.
You're a nutball.
Yes, I am.
She's a nutball with an elf ball.
I'm a nutball with a whole bunch of elves. Okay, Crispy have Harold
Yeah.
and Ricardo have the Huntmaster. Sorry.
Cool. How much damage is that?
The Huntmaster is a 6/4 and Harold is a 5/4.
Only the 6/4 is coming at me, right?
It's only the 6/4.
Okay, cool. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. This is block die.
Harold is menace.
Oh, jeez.
You can hit me now. Look.
No, on your end step. Why am I actually going to do that?
I don't know, but you can hit me now.
Pay 1, tap, readapt, draw a card. Ooh. But I will put that one. Storm Sculptor goes into the graveyard, and then I will untap to draw. Good grief. God Almighty, help me. Okay, just so you guys know, this sucketh the big one, yeah? So there's 4. Here comes the Ghana. I have +1/+1 counters to other creatures, so I get to draw a card. And I get to do absolutely nothing else. And I will pass turnip. Oh, sorry. I'm getting my end step. I get to untap as a wilderness reclamation.
Looking at the top 3 cards in my library.
What's happening, Dr. Death? Welcome to chat.
Cool. I will play a mountain for turn. Then I will pay 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Augur, Corpse Augur. And that just basically says when it dies, I can draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of cards in target player's graveyard. I will also pay 1 extra to make a token copy of Corpse Augur that has haste. And how many cards do you have in your graveyard, Cora?
It says creature cards only. I have 1 creature card.
Okay, and you, Crispin?
2.
2. Okay, cool. I will attack Crispin for 4. It's a 4/2, that token.
Yeah, I'll take the 4.
Cool. Then it will die. I will target your graveyard. You have 2 creature cards, and because of that, I get to draw 2 cards. And that's
And you lose 2 life.
Just hold on. It doesn't die. It gets exiled.
oh, it gets exiled. Okay. The token is in any case gone.
Sorry, did you block it?
Sorry,
did it get blocked? I missed that. Did it get blocked? I was just trying to look up if Inala.
No,
Okay,
you're right.
cool.
You're right. I need to put it back, and because it didn't die at the end. It's only if it dies that I can do that. So
Big Clarkson, congratulations.
Okay, passing the turn.
Okay.
I think Big Clarkson's actually sent me his details before. You've sent me your details before, Big Clarkson. I'm sure you have.
But can you remember where you put them?
Probably not.
Send them again.
Send us your deets so we can get you in touch with Conscript, or just send a message to Conscript there, and he'll sort you out with your M21 promo packs. Congratulations.
Lacquer.
So I'm gonna attack Yola with a 4/2 trample.
A 4/2 trample. I will block with my little elf warrior, and I will take 3.
Okay. Then I'll pass the turn,
You didn't cast
and
any spells.
unless somebody casts something, my werewolves will transform.
Do we have to cast like 2 spells?
You've
Or
just got to cast
No,
a spell.
anything.
anything?
A spell. I don't know if you can. You've got colourless and a black available to you. You've got to do it on her end step.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or else a werewolves transform.
Correct.
Schwartz.
Anything, Ricardo?
No,
Okay.
No, I don't have anything.
unfortunately not.
I don't have any. I don't have an instant.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Okay, so an upkeep after you untap.
So untap. Everybody.
Who's dying now?
Or gets to fight something. I think Ulrich's just gonna fight Biomancer's familiar.
Okay. In response, before it dies, I'll pay 1, tap it, put another counter on Biomancer's, this Bethnic Biomancer. We'll draw a card. Oh, wow. And then I'll discard a Merfolk Trickster, and then the Biomancer dies.
Okay.
Okay. Am I allowed to go now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, I should not play Merfolk Wimflum.
Well, you.
That's
have-
what I did to deserve this punishment. I chose my least favorite tribe.
I was gonna say. I mean, you can't diss them for like a week and then say, "Oh, I'm gonna play them." Anyway, I play Temple of Melody, which means I get to scry one. And then.
Temple of Melody, which also triggers your return to
Yes.
retreat to what?
Yes, to Kazandu or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Let's make Harold bigger. What the hell? Here's the king.
Make the herald bigger.
Make the. No, we are not going to sing things like that. No! Silly man. Then we'll play 1 and 2 and a thing, and we will play Untamed Wilds. And I'll go search my deck for a forest.
Dr. Death says you need to smack me upside my head. Merfolk is the pits, and nobody should play them.
Well, if you're going to put it like that. Okay, and there's the forest. And it.
Bigger class, and I got your message. Thanks, dude.
Put that card into play. Oh, okay. Put that card into play and then shuffle. So I will shuffle. 2.
That's your contribution to the silly tribal. It was silly playing Merfolk.
Okay, shuffle. And oh wow, how big are those wolves at the moment?
The one's a 6/6 that's taken 2 damage so far from fighting, and the other one's a 5/5.
Wow. Wow.
It's taken 5 from fighting. Isn't that a band?
Took 2 from
It's
fighting.
taken-
I'm just joking. It was 5 for fighting.
How many spells have you cast so far?
I've only cast 1. I cast that one
So
Okay.
far.
so far. But I'm not casting another one.
Why?
Oh, can I?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
No,
the
I
whole
mean-
thing about the wolves is that if you
Oh,
cast
no,
2
no,
spells,
Don't knock the table.
she doesn't
Make it
know. If you
worse.
cast 2 spells, the wolves transform back.
Oh.
If nobody casts spells, they transform again. So that's how the wolves work.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like
in that
this, you
case.
see? Look, see the hands? The hands are showing you how the wolves work. There we go.
Oh, no, no. Well, then I can do Elvish Warmaster,
Woohoo! 2 spells.
and then they transform back.
They'll transform back
At
at
the
the beginning of the
beginning.
next turn.
My upkeep.
Okay. Well, in that case, I shan't hit you, and I will pass the turn.
5 for fighting did do Superman. I can't stand to fly.
Thank you for knocking my table, Marshmallow. It was very kind of you.
Right.
Everything went really
I shall
well.
untap in my upkeep. Your wolves transform.
Ulrich
I
will
shall-
give Instigator Gang +4/+4.
Okay, I'm gonna pay 4, and I'm gonna play Precognition Field, and please God you can help me find a frickin' blue mana source. That would be amazing.
It's actually weird because when we tested, your deck had more than enough. Ooh, you sound like a wolfie.
Untap. I did not cost. Oh, I cost ace. And cost 10.
Thank you. Looking at the top 3 cards.
Yoicks! Did 5 for fighting fight with a 5-finger death punch? I don't know, but there's far too many F's in that question.
Alliteration.
Crispy, you look like the Wimpy Sizzle ad.
What?
Hey? Okay, that one I don't even get. Bad shuffling. It's the curse of the were-rabbit.
Play an island for turn, and then I will pay 4 and put out Nevermile's disc. And
Okay.
Enters tapped.
intercept. Sorry about that. And then I shall pay 2 to put in Apprentice Necromancer. For 1 black, I can sacrifice it and return a target creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. That creature gains haste at the beginning of the next end step. Sacrifice it. Okay, and then Cora, I'll hit you for 4.
Well,
How many cards in everybody's hands?
I have 2 cards in my hand.
I have 3.
I have 2.
Yeah. I will block with Ulrich and then activate Skarg to give Ulrich +1/+1 and trample.
Okay, cool, no problem. So Corpse Ogre dies. How many creature cards do you have in your graveyard, Crispy?
1, 2, 4.
4. Does anybody have more than 4?
No.
I see
Okay.
a Wimpy ad from the early 2000s flipping
And I will
burgers.
draw 4 cards
Gotcha.
Okay.
and lose 4 life. Cool, thanks. And that's me.
End of turn. I am going to pay 3 mana to save the team. I'm going to Beast Within Nevernoral's Disc. So destroy it, you get a 3/3 Beast.
Okay, cool. Damn it.
Well, Flum says it seems Murphic is the perfect pick if you want to go home early on game nights. You said the only problem is I'm already at home.
You can't go anywhere.
I go play PlayStation.
That's the problem with Navy's disc, is everyone knows it's coming.
Yeah, it's going to be like the slowest board one.
So I just played a land because that's what I do this game. And let's not be so aggressive. Gonna pass the turn. Does anybody want to cast any spells?
I would love to cast some spells, I just don't have any to bloody cast.
I also can't.
Okay, so an upkeep after you untap. These will transform.
And I think you might be losing your LB Warmaster again.
I think so, probably.
I'm gonna try to fight the Wallmaster, yep.
Okay.
Okay, so then the Warmaster dies.
Yeah. His name is definitely, what was it?
His name is This Is a Target.
Yeah. Ralph the Elf who dies. Is that it? Are we good? He hasn't passed the turn yet.
It's okay.
Oh,
can look at the
sorry.
top card
I missed
anytime
that.
I want to.
Aren't you lucky? Does it change?
No, it doesn't. Which is really annoying the crap out of it.
See, that only works if you get to actually, I don't know, pick it up. And go, hey, what's that? Oh, do I
Not
want
much
to
of a
do this?
war master, it seems.
Yeah, shame, the poor sausage. Hey? Okay, so we'll put another one on, because I played a forest, I'm going to pump up Exquisite Hunt Master again.
Okay.
And then I'm in two minds about what I should do.
If you don't play any spells,
Yes.
then the werewolves transform back into not the scary werewolves. Well, they're not as scary werewolves.
No, you need to cast 2 spells to transform them back.
Oh, to transform them back.
Okay, well, I didn't have anything I could really do, so your turn.
Okay, on your end step, I'm going to pay 3 exile Ley Line of Anticipation and look at the top card of my library. And then at the beginning of my turn, I will untap and I will finally draw a blue mana source.
Woohoo! Hallelujah. We should have like saintly music
Now
now.
stuff just got real.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'm so far behind. So far behind. I think we need to fix that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to Flood of Tears.
What does that do?
Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. If you return 4 more non-token permanents you control this way, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield.
So everything comes back to our
Everything goes back to your hand. Everything on the board that's not a land goes back to your hand. Unless anybody's got a response.
Not really.
I'm fine with that.
I've returned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. So can I put something back? Because it's in
No,
my-
it's not
just
you,
because
Oh,
game.
you.
So I return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things to my hand. I will return Wilderness Reclamation to the board. And I will put Zagana in the command zone. Cool. And then I will go to my end step and untap all my mana, and pass it turn. Haha! I did something, okay?
Got like way more cards than I had before.
A single card.
It's you. It's you, Ricardo. It's you.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm just looking at the massive amount of card in my hand.
Don't forget that you have to
Discard.
discard down to hand size at the end of your turn.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is the
That's
part that
fine.
sucks.
I will play Path of Ancestry.
Intercept.
Tap, sorry about that. And then I'll pay 5, 3, 4, 5 to play Tigum again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll pay the extra 1 to have a copy of him with haste. I will hit Cora for 3. Is that fine, Cora?
Hold on, I'm still reading Anala because I don't think you can do that.
It says if I pay the 1, I create a token that's a copy of that wizard. That token gains
Yeah.
haste.
Except that you're copying a legendary creature, so which one would you like to keep?
Oh, sorry. I will, if I may, I will undo that.
Disregard it.
You may.
Ah, the legendary rule.
Silly legendaries.
These legendaries, what do they know?
Okay, cool. I'll pay 2, and then also cast Apprentice Necromancer, and that'll be my turn. Passing.
End of turn for 4 mana. Flash a Nightpack Ambusher,
Nice.
and I'll also add a counter to Fungal Reaches.
Oh, Ricardo, did
Okay,
you
so-
discard? Did you still have to discard?
Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm exactly at 7.
Great.
I'm good.
So for mana, play Guardian Project.
Cool.
Um,
No, I don't actually think it's anything to do with that.
But it stops wobbling. A bit. Ugh, I give up.
Just let it go. I mean, it's
for 4 mana, I'll again cast out Instigator Gang. On the cast with Path of Ancestry, I get to scry.
Yep.
I'll leave that on top and draw it. And then for 3 mana, just tapping the Fungal Reaches for colorless, I'll play Guy Reach Bandit.
Nice.
I'll draw a card off that as well. It's got haste.
Nice.
And then I will attack Crispin for 5, 10, I believe.
Wow.
I'm done.
Okay. I will draw a card. I will tap a forest and play Lenoir Owls. And then I will play 2 in the forest and play Retreat to Kazandu back on the board. And then 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, fine. I'll pay a swamp, a forest, and another thing, and play Herald back on the board.
Trigger on Herald.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to move everything up. So let's have a look then. 1, 2, 5. Okay. So I have to reveal an elf. There we go. I'm revealing an elf. And go into my hand, and the rest of the graveyard. Oh, graveyard. My library. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and oh, what the hell? 1 and a thing, and play Elvish Visionary, and then I get to draw a card. Oh, cool. And then I'll
Do you have more than 7 cards in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exactly 7.
Well, there you go.
Passing to you.
Cool. I will not untap.
I flatly refuse.
Feeling I'm gonna die soon.
Do something epic.
I will pay 1 blue. And I will play a 1/1 Mist Cloak Herald,
Oh,
Can't be
yes.
blocked.
which can't be blocked. Dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun.
Awesome card to build a Voltron deck around.
And then I shall play a blue and a green for Merfolk Skydiver. And I shall put a 1/1 counter on my Mist Cloak Herald. And then I will pay 3
And pretend to be
for
William
Quandrix Pledge Mates. That's right. And then, as the Klingons approach from the starboard bow.
Oh, come on, polarize the whole play.
Polarize the whole plaything, and then move to my end step, untap all my life. And positive.
Cool. Thank you.
It's my
I've
pleasure.
looked at that's the top 3 cards.
Guy Reach Bandit is a very cool card.
Yeah.
Whenever a werewolf enters the battlefield under your control, you may transform it just like that. But that's only if it's transformed. Guys, we have to stop the Guy Reach Bandit from transforming.
Okay.
Okay.
everything just returned to hand. Everyone's got 7 cards in hand. I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Yes. So stop the Gaia Reach Bandit from transforming.
Okay, I'm
Don't
playing
listen to
7.
Cora. She will try to. She's going to use the reverse psychology thing on you.
I know. I'm gonna fall for it.
Or just the normal psychology.
Or that, which can sometimes be worse.
Okay, I'm paying 7 for Kindred Dominance. I'm choosing wizards. So destroy all creatures that aren't wizards.
What?
What?
Destroy all creatures that aren't what?
Wizards.
Well, that's just.
I just
poopy.
got back on the board.
That's just. Poopy.
See, told you Garage Bandit wouldn't be a problem.
So can I choose where Harold goes? Does
Yes, you get to choose.
Yes.
I will put him in the graveyard.
Okay. In the graveyard? Okay.
Yes, in the graveyard, because then I don't have to pay command attacks.
Alright, you're cool.
Okay, and then I will play a is it Boiler Works for turn? I will return a mountain. And then Cora, I'll hit you for 4.
What?
One of the very few times I can actually hit Cora for me. So I have to take advantage of it.
Try
And then
doing it
I'll-
again.
Do it again, I dare you.
Okay. Oh,
No, not O.
It's not a good O.
that is a thing that can happen.
No, it isn't.
What is the thing that can happen?
Whatever it is that Cora drew.
No.
I assure you it is.
No, it isn't.
No, there's a new rule that says Cora's not allowed to play cards.
Oh. Sounds a little unfair.
Dr. Death says, well, there's some reverse psychology in action.
What is that?
So I'll just play
That's Ulrich.
Ulrich,
Oh, is that all
and
right?
I'll pump himself, draw a card from Guardian Project.
Yes.
Then you make me do so many things I don't really want to.
Nobody's making you do anything. You don't have to play. You just pass the turn.
Where's the fun in that?
Good question.
Okay, so
I feel like if anyone's being unfair to you, Cora, it's you. You're putting way too much pressure on yourself to play cards.
well, Kindred, I just draw a card, and then for 2 mana, I'll cast Azakron Scepter. When it enters the battlefield, I can exile an instant or sorcery spell. An instant card from my hand with mana cost 2 or less. And then for 2 mana, I can tap it to copy the exiled card and cast it without paying its mana cost. I'm exiling Ancient Animus,
Oy.
which is target creature I control gets a +1/+1 counter if it's legendary, and then it fights target creature I don't control.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm
So-
done.
So, okay, so let me just understand quickly the mechanic here. So, with that exile imprinted on that card, you can pay 2 at flash speed to cast Ancient Animus on any of your legendary creatures.
Any of my creatures, if it's legendary, it just happens to get a counter.
Right. And then it gets to fight something if it's legendary.
No, it gets to fight anyway. It only gets a counter if it's legendary.
I see.
Okay.
That's not nice. Was this the thing? That was the thing! You said there was a
That
thing
was
that could
the thing.
happen.
What's the thing that could happen? It's not what is meant to happen, but it's fine. I meant to have Moon Mist on the Scepter, so I can just transfer my werewolves every turn and prevent all damage done to me.
Yeah, well, good thing that didn't happen.
It's a lot more fair, you know?
Yeah. No, totally.
So, how many spells am I not allowed to cast?
What? No, cast spells. Go bananas.
Okay, because then she can't transform them.
Yes.
Any spell, and my one werewolf does not.
Don't listen to the one werewolf. Just cast the spell.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to know because I don't want her to transform stuff. Okay. So, I've gonna do regrowth. Return target card from my graveyard to my hand. So guess.
Oh my god, is it the War Master?
No, it's Herald. Relax.
But
I've
the
learnt-
War Master could come back.
Yes, he could. There's more ways to do this.
You guys need to add some Uno reverse order and skip turn cards to keep Cora in check, it seems. Says Dr. Death.
There is a way to do that.
Lioness of the Veil says that sounds like a whole new tabletop game.
Yeah, it does.
No,
Don't let
there
Cora
is a
play.
magic card. There's a magic card that does that.
Yes, there are a couple actually.
No, there's one that reverses player order.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm gonna play that and 3, whatever. That's 1, 2. That's not 3. Well, how do you count? And play Canopy Tactician, so other elves get.
Get +1/+1. Not a counter.
I know, I'm putting it above him, so I remember.
Alright. Local janitor says Aeon Engine reverses turn order.
Okay.
Yep, that's the one I was talking about.
Kamikaze Badger says, hello, how's the game going?
Hey,
I
Patrick.
don't know, have a look at the board.
We're not sure. And I'm passing the turn.
Passing the turn. Alright, wait. Nothing I can do in this. I shall draw a card. Okay, so I also am going to say, well, that's a thing that could happen.
Mhm.
And what are you going to do?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is pay 1 and a blue and one of those. And I'm going to say, here's an old friend we haven't seen in a while. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath.
Hello, Uro.
When Uro enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escapes. Whenever Uro enters the battlefield or attacks, I gain 3 life
Mm.
and draw a card. Then I may put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield, so I will draw cards. I shall put a snow-covered island onto the battlefield. Then Uro must be sacrificed.
Have you played a land for turn?
I have not played a land for turn. No, that's not going to happen. Then, well, I mean, you know, there are things we can do and there are things we can't do. One of those things we can't do is not cast precognition field, so precognition field it is. Then I shall move to my end step and untap all my mana and pass the turn while looking at the top card in my library.
I'm gonna start doing this rather. Okay, looking at the top 3 cards.
Wow, I'm like really shiny tonight. There's like nowhere on my board to put stuff where it doesn't blow out.
Shiny, happy, Elvies holding hands.
Well, like in Firefly, everything's shiny and that's good, but here it's like it's shiny and it's bad.
Why have you not untapped recorded?
He's
I
getting
am.
there.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Well,
Okay,
it's better
I
than
will
that.
play a mountain for turn. I will pay a red and a blue for Nin the Pain Artist.
Okay.
And I think that would die as well.
Did Crispy forget to put creatures in his deck? No, he had a few, the others didn't like them and destroyed them all. Well, that's rather rude of them. Thanks, guys. Good to know you got my back.
Ah, okay.
Okay. And then
Interesting. I don't have any creatures for him to deal damage to.
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, what's very problematic on the board at the moment?
I'll give you a hint. It starts with a W.
Well, it's
Wilderness
I-
Reclamation, yes.
I suppose this thing here, this no, you see now it's telling me it's a mountain. It's not a mountain. Cora's artifact is a problem because she and the only reason I'm saying this is because for 2 mana at flash speed, she can cast Ancient Animus onto Ulrich, who gets a +1/+1 counter, first of all, and then secondly gets to fight something.
Yeah.
So pretty much anything on the board dies. However,
Yeah.
having said that,
Please don't kill me.
there are, I mean, elves again, they're elves. They could always be a problem. And
have
to be
two.
honest, with you, Ricardo, you've got big creatures on the board too. So, you know.
Well, it's not like he's going to kill his own kid.
Okay, I'm going to pay 1 black, and I'm going to exile 4 cards from my graveyard, and I will give Ulrich -4,
What?
if I can.
How?
If
With
you
what?
will, if you will allow me.
With what card?
With Tiger. So it says I can pay 1 black and exile X cards from my graveyard.
Okay,
and
so
then
you need to
target-
tap them.
Excuse me, and I have to tap it, correct.
So in response, I'm going to. You said -4?
Sorry, -5.
Okay, for some reason my card reader will not read that card.
I'll remove 2 counters from Fungal Reaches for 2 red mana. Use the as a conceptor to cast Ancient Animus in response, targeting Ulrich, giving it a counter, making him fight Tygum.
Okay.
So they will
cool.
kill each other.
Tigon is dead.
They died.
Okay.
Just by the way, chat, tribal is like 20 cards minimum and you got tribal. So just because I got Uro in there doesn't mean it's not tribal.
Okay.
I don't know, like the other cards normally enhance the tribe. Like my Ulrich's Kindred is not a werewolf, but it targets werewolves.
Sure. Uro gives me land and life.
Sure.
Okay, and let's get the board under control, shall we?
What?
What are you going to do now?
What's the toughness on your creatures, Yola?
Harold is currently his toughness is 3, and Canopy Tactician is 3.
Okay, cool. So I need to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
I guess he got one
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm paying 7 for Comet Storm. Okay, so Comet Storm X is 3, and I'm kicking it 3 times. 1 for Korra's Wolf, and once for each of your creatures. So it deals 3 damage to each of them.
Okay, they will both go to the graveyard.
Kamikaze Badger says, Crispy is clearly non-creature land tribal right now. Dr. Death says, forest and island tribal. Not sure that that's how it works.
Well, I'm
Okay.
a swamp and forest tribal right now.
And Korra, since you're the highest life toucher, I'm just going to eat you for 1.
Yep.
Cool. And that's my turn.
Wow, you were holding on to that, huh?
It was like one of the first cards I drew, and I'm just like, when am I going to use this?
Well,
Okay, so for 2 mana, I'll cast Lambhold Pacifist with Path of Ancestry, so I'll get the Scry first. That's fine, I'll draw this. Then 5, 7 mana, I'll recast Ulrich. Pump himself, I guess. Draw a card from Guardian Project.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
For 2 mana, I will card Rampant Growth. Just go and fetch up a basic.
Oh! Careful,
And I will pass after that.
Oh, that's graveyard, that's okay.
Okie dokie, I will untap my mana that I seem to have spent willy-nilly for nothing.
Is Harold back in the graveyard?
Yep, he is. Look at that, he's so cute in the graveyard.
Phew, you built that board back quickly.
Okay, well then, I guess we're going to have to do this. 1, 2, and forest, and forest. And I'm going to play the Golgari Findbreaker. Guess who's back?
It's the War Master.
No.
No, it's not. It's Harold. He's back in my hand. Little Harold.
This deck should have been called Guess Who's Back.
Yeah. Harold is back on the board.
Surely it's Harald.
Harold, fine, whatever.
Because
you
Harold
want.
would have an O in it.
Hi.
It's not my fault you can't spell his name.
What does Cora have under the scepter? Asks Kamikaze Badger. It's ancient animus. Ancient animus.
Okay, so I'm revealing an elf.
Oh no!
And yes.
Which elf was it?
That was Renzrun's Packmaster. Death Touch Wolves incoming.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, hopefully. I'm out of mana though. so much for that. No, I don't. That sucks bananas.
Only if you like sucking bananas.
No, but I'm going to need that for when somebody decides to get rid of him again. Okay, so we're going to pay 2 and we're going to play Rogue's Gloves. And we won't equip it now
nice.
because we can't.
Nice.
Yeah. Bossy the turn, eh?
Okay, on your end step, I'll pay 3 Exile Flux Channeler on top of my library. Have a quick squiz at the top card. I'll leave it there. I'll untap. Draw for turn. We'll look at the top card in my library. That's fairly decent. Then
You want to pass.
I want to play a snow-covered forest. I want to pay 2 of those, and I want to pay 2 of those, and then I want 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Crispy's
Exile.
gaining his life back.
Merfolk, Trickster, Storm Sculptor, Sentinel of the Pearl Trident, Preordained, and Flood of Tears all get exiled. And I replay Uro, who comes into the battlefield. I gain 3 life. And I draw a card. I shall pay 3. And pay Commander Sphere. And this time Uro stays because he escaped.
I should have named him Houdini.
Houdini.
And he can escape many more times.
Yeah, you know? Happy Houdini.
I'm gonna just change the mana I tapped for the Commander Sphere, if that's okay. And then cast Benthic Biomancer with the 1 blue that I have. And then I shall move to my end step, untap all my mana.
End of your turn before. Well, you can untap, it's fine. I'm going to just Ancient Animus, make Ulrich fight Doomed Apprentice Necromancer? Whatever Necromancer that is.
That Necromancer there.
It is Apprentice Necromancer.
Make him fight. Just that guy, okay? I'll make you fight that guy. That's funny.
Okay, thank you. Drawing card.
Ricardo, I fought your Apprentice Necromancer at the end of Crispin's turn.
Okay, sorry.
It is dead. Dr. Dead says, hey, this is an all-ages stream. No banana sucking on my watch. Make the arena escape sound, or else it doesn't work.
Crispy, how many,
King Kong.
Crispy, how many cards do you have in your graveyard?
In my graveyard,
Many.
Yeah.
4.
cards.
4.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I just exiled a whole bunch.
Oh, you have to get Uro.
Okay, cool. I will play a island for turn, and I shall pay 5. A blue and red for 5 to play Is It Chrono, and when it enters the battlefield, I get to return an instant or sorcery to my hand. That instant or sorcery I shall cast for 2, a black and a colorless, for Go for the Throat on your Uro.
What does that do?
It destroy target non-artifact creature.
You want to put him back in my graveyard?
Correct.
Okay, right now. Actually, you know what? You know what, Ricardo? Okay.
Cool. And then, okay, so that resolves. Then I have, how much do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cora, how big is Ulrich right now?
Ulrich's at 5/5,
And your
I will-
other werewolf next to it?
3/3.
I will pay 5 and play Havengol Lynch. That's the one that allows me to cast stuff from my graveyard. And then I will move to combat. Is it yeah, okay. No, it's fine. I'll pass the turn. Thank you.
Okay. I'll play Castle Embereth.
Nice.
Kind of light on creatures this game, but yeah, been a few too many sweepers. So what creatures does yellow have? It's Harold and the Vinebroker, is that right? Okay.
Harold.
So
Harold. Is that like Geraldo?
Conscript says laugh out loud. Hold on, we've missed some stuff. What's going on? Make the what's this work? Kamikaze Green says, why are necromancers so buff? Because they do. Jeez, you've been reading the cardboard.
I saw that joke on Twitter today.
Yeah, you saw the cardboard thingamabob.
Because they what?
Because they do so much deadlifting.
Oh.
Only Panzer. We're lucky the wards aren't here. Conscript laughs, of course. Lioness in the Veil says, round 1, fight!
Okay.
Gonna go Ulrich at yellow.
And how
Ulrich
big
at
is
you.
Ulrich?
It's a 5/5.
Is that?
5-5.
5/5 currently.
Currently.
Ugh. Does he have trample?
Not yet.
I don't really have anything to jump with, do I?
There's always Harold.
That's true. I can actually. Yeah, I'll jump with Harold.
Oh god, okay.
And then he's gonna die. And guess
Wait,
he's
wait,
gonna...
wait.
No?
Wait, so you're declaring blockers?
Are you declaring blockers? Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine with me. I'm going to just activate Skarg to give Ulrich +1/+1 and trample till end of turn.
So 6/6 trample on the 3/2 Herald, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
so that's
take
4
4.
net damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And then
Harold.
I'll pass the turn in my werewolf transform if nobody casts a spell.
No, nobody's cast a spell.
Oh, I can
Okay.
cast this. No, I can't.
Why can't you?
Would you like
Because I
to?
don't have enough flipping mana.
No.
So in your upkeep, after you've untapped, these two will just
So
transform.
untap.
I
And
don't want to,
Ulrich,
because then she can't change them. Then they're stuck forever.
Ulrich will buff up the butcher.
Buff the butcher. Buff the butcher.
No, this is a child-friendly show.
What? I didn't say anything. What's wrong with Buffett? Oh. Hello? What?
I'm debating, sorry.
Okay. Local janitor. Doesn't Werewolf Ulrich fight on the transform? Or the
He does,
transform?
thank you. I forgot about that. So it's not the buff one. I lost track. So we're gonna fight. I'm gonna fight the Habengul Lich. So that'll be 7/7 fighting a 4/4.
Cool.
Thanks for the catch, janitor.
Wormflum says, does it have trample? Not yet. Dr. Evil smiled. Dr. Death says, that is one evil laugh. Crispy better sleep on the couch tonight. Mark Yang romance.
I'm debating. Because I don't know if I want to. Because... Wow.
You've got to make your own choices.
Yeah, I know I'm going to make my own choices.
And you have to live with the consequences.
Oh, shut up. Honestly. No. Yes. No. Oh.
Just do it, whatever it is.
No.
Okay, don't
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait.
No. I'm not.
Hold
going
on, why is the yellow rectangle has not passed across to Yola?
Yes, that is true. I do not have the yellow rectangle. I'm not allowed.
Okay, now you have the turn.
Apologies. It's the
You
transformation
didn't
that
pass
always
the
throws
turnip?
me. It's the transformation. I'm sorry.
She got so excited she forgot to pass the
She
turn.
forgot to give you the turn.
Well, I have to wait to see if people do anything.
How many wolves
just
have
pass.
you actually got on the?
2.
Is it only 2?
2 yeah.
2 werewolves. I'll have you know.
Werewolves, sorry.
In 2. 1, 2. Freddy's coming for you.
3, 4, better lock your door.
Damn right.
Oh, you see.
5, 6, get your
Okay, what the
crucifix.
hell?
Oh wait, this is a kiddie show. I need strong coffee. I'm falling asleep here. Stupid old age. As long as the game's not boring you.
Okay, so I'm going to return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand and gain 6 life.
Sorry, Wormflow. So the Easy Gaming Group timer went off, said support your local LGS. In-store play ban is lifted as of May 1st. Wormflum says, I don't have an LGS. Here we have cows and grass.
Oh, wait, where's... Swampy, foresty, other.
Oh, I'm getting
See,
abused here even by chat.
Why are you getting abused?
Bigger
by
Class
chat?
says the consequences are that you live with someone that plays Merfolk by choice.
He never used to play Merfolk. Up until like really recently, like now.
Like today.
But people change after you get married.
So what you heralded?
Yeah, I heralded.
Did you look at the top 5 cards and find an elf?
No, I didn't look at the top 5 cards. Sorry, everybody was talking, so I got totally distracted. Why
You're
didn't you?
missing your own triggers.
Yeah, well, who's the
My
not
werewolves-
good player here?
Me.
My werewolves to
Archer.
transform back in the next upkeep.
What's that?
Transform back in the cast.
Sorry, I got every third syllable.
No, you cast a spell so they transform back. No,
Oh.
if you cast one more spell.
No, she's already cast 2.
Oh, really? What else did you cast?
I cast herald. Oh, I got I played Pulse of Marasa to bring him back.
Right.
and
Okay,
then
gotcha.
played
Okay,
him.
cool. Sorry, I was watching chat.
Yeah. Oh hey. No, I can choose an elf.
Yes.
So even something that says shapeshifter, but I call him an elf when he comes in. Can I do that, or is he only?
The shapeshifter is every creature type, so it's already enough.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Not shapeshifters, changelings.
Changeling.
Because he's a creature shapeshifter, changeling. Oh, it says
It's changeling. It's every creature type.
Okay, well then he
Ooh,
will go into my hand.
that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Are we right about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, and I will cast him.
And
And as he enters the battlefield, I choose Elf. And I may look at the top card of my library at any time, and I may cast creature spells of chosen type from the top of my library. Yay! And how big? Oh wait, Harold only came in now. Never mind. Pass the turn.
pass the turnip. Pass the turnip on your instep.
Gee, I love those words.
I'm going to pay 1 of the blue to adapt my benthic biomancer, which means I draw a card. And then I have to discard a card. I'm going to discard Relic Amulet. And then I'm going to look at the top card of my library. And I will sacrifice Commander Sphere to draw a card. And then I will look at the top card of my library. And I will untap and draw for turn.
In your upkeep, Ulrich transforms, just thumping the pacifist.
Okay. Are you sure that's the right one now?
Yes.
Okay, I will play Evolving Wilds and crack it straight away to go find me a snow-covered island. Need to click tapped. Quick shuffle. Quick shuffle. Technically, just throw all the cards on the floor and pick them up again.
That's not quick. I've done that. That's not quick.
Okay. Alrighty. Then I shall do the top card of my library.
I am also going to look at the top card of my library since I can. How exciting.
How exciting.
How exciting. Hello.
And then I will play 4, 5, 6 to bring Zagana back. There's a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. I get to draw a card. And then I will look at the top card of my library. I don't have to tell you guys when I do that, right? I just do it.
No. It's a passive.
Okay, cool. And then I shall move to my end step, untap all my mana, and throw the turnip at Ricardo.
Ricardo catches the turnip.
Ricardo catches the turnip. He makes a run down the line. He's heading for the end zone.
I caught the turnip.
Crispin gets OCD.
Just a little.
Oh,
Now people will think you'll be the one who's like cleaning up the house. It's actually not true. Hey. No.
I'll play Vivid Marsh for turn. And
It's tapped
Tap it,
Yes.
tap it, tap it.
sorry.
with some counters.
Okay, cool. And then
What
I
counters
shall.
does it get?
It gets 2, I can't remember what kind of counters.
They call it charge counters.
Charge counters.
I will
Vivid
pay
Marsh comes into
5.
tap with 2 charge counters on it. Add a swamp, or remove a charge counter from it. Add 1 mana of any color to. No, okay, cool.
I'll pay 5 to tap Pain Artist and deal 3 damage to my Crowmark going to the graveyard. But
In response,
yeah,
I'm going to pay 3 mana and cast Flame Sweep to deal 2 damage to all creatures.
okay, cool. So everything does.
2 damage to all creatures. Okay, well, my basic Biomancer says bye bye.
Okay, well, Harold has to go to the thingy now. Oh, they live.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, let me see how much mana I have left.
Mana. Mana.
Okay. Then I'm going to move to combat and cast Cauldron Dance for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to return a creature card from my hand to the battlefield.
From your graveyard to the battlefield.
From my graveyard to the
That
battlefield.
creature
sorry.
gains haste. Return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That creature gains haste. Its controller sacrifices at the beginning of the next end step. Ah.
Okay.
Great. I will put Niv Mizzet the Firemind on the battlefield. It has haste. I will
Is that coming from your graveyard or from your hand?
from my graveyard. It's so it got put in the
Okay, no, that's fine. Just checking.
cool. And then it has haste, so I'm just gonna tap it.
Hold on.
Hold
Are
on,
you
yeah.
not? Are you not doing the other part of Cauldron Dance?
No, I don't have any creatures in my hand, so I can't. But it is
Okay.
a liability, the second one.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to tap Niv Mizzet and draw a card, and that is to target creature or player. Any creatures with just 1 life left after the flame sweep?
Yeah.
There are 2. The one is Realm Waker and the other is my Lambhold Pacifist.
I've got my Realm Walker, it's only got 1.
Yeah, the Realm Walker and the Pacifist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And what pacifist is it?
Lambhold.
Ample.
Yoli wears the pants, the house. Crispy only irons them. What? How does she wear the house?
I'd love to know how I wear the house. I mean, I'm not that big.
No.
Okay, since you did the flame sweep, I'm going to take out the pacifist.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And that is me. And then at the end step, I'll return it to my hand. And
End of turn.
lost the turn.
I'm going to add a counter to Fungal Reaches. I'm also going to pay 2 mana, tap, cast Ancient Animus. Ulrich is going to fight Realm Walker.
Realm Walker dies.
What a surprise.
What? Not Herald? Why not Herald?
Because he's already dead
Because
and in the great and in
he's
the
died a
command.
lot.
Oh,
It's,
the
yeah, it's the
Fine Breaker.
Fine Breaker.
Yeah, it's just the fun.
Okay.
2 mana for Vivian's Arcbow.
Oh, nice.
Ulrich is gonna swing at Code Monkey for 6.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taken.
Then I pass.
I will untap.
In the house. Stupid drunk keyboard.
How dare it, you know.
Ricardo's vanished.
Oh dear.
I'm just going to check on him quick.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to play 4 and 2 swamps and play Blood on the Snow and destroy all creatures because the only one with a board state is Cora. Who has any creatures? have one.
I have one actually, but okay. You can destroy my creature.
Okay, I'm destroying your creature. 'Cause,
And Zagana also dies.
yeah.
What? What?
Creature or plants will go
Blood on the
through
snow.
excellent
Blood on the snow.
battlefield with excess amount of snow spent past it. How much
Did you
snow?
blood on the snow?
I did.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Did I forget to cast snow?
When Flummy went to bed. I hope not.
Right, okay, so I don't get to put anything back because I've got
Okay, apparently his window's blue screened. He'll be back in a few seconds. I would suggest now is a good time to take like a coffee break.
Or hit him for lots.
Well, you don't have anything.
I know.
Did you return something?
No, because I can't. I didn't have any snowmen.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Those are the ones from Ice Age where everything has snow on it, but it's not necessarily a snowland.
Oh yeah, well I could have used a snow-covered swamp and a snow-covered forest, but that would only be two things in this really.
Okay.
Oh, but see, I could
The
bring back the
War
War
Master.
Master.
Yeah.
So
Then it's going to die again.
can we allow her to change the way she tapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
But he's going to get killed
Who
again.
says so?
Because
least he's
Cora
there.
hates him. He's
So
going to
just
die.
swap out two snowlands for two other lands.
Yeah, I'm swapping out now. So that's a... in the forest, there we go. Okay, so that's
Well, you
check.
could have done three because that other one is a snowland.
Which one?
The dual land. The one you just put back under the temple there.
Oh, is that...
It's a
Oh.
dual land. It's a snowland.
Never mind. It's too much math.
Okay.
Too much math late at night.
Alright.
Yes, I have 4 to play with.
Play an elf.
Gee, you think? Okay, why not? Seems like a good time. Okay, so I will play 1, 2, 3 in a forest. So tappy tappy, and I will put out Ren's Run Packmaster. I'm currently out of mana, so I can't make any wolfies.
But
But
it's an elf, so you make
it's
an elf.
Yeah.
So I make an
Isn't that the one you have to champion?
You do have to
Oh
champion.
yeah, so then I have to take the War Master back, but I have to take him
but
out of the
into
game.
battle-
Okay, so how does that work
well,
then?
you can stack your triggers because it's into the battlefield.
So ETB triggers Elven Warmaster, you make an elf.
Yeah.
Then you have to champion an
think-
elf, so champion the token.
Can I champion
Yep.
the token?
That works.
Yeah.
It just says an elf.
So
Okay.
champion the token,
So the token goes whoosh and disappears.
correct.
And that would be me. Yeah, I've got
Okay.
something on the board. You go.
You really messed up my stuff with your blood on the snow there.
Sorry.
I had a plan. My dramatic comeback was on its way.
But you can dramatic come back now. You've got plenty of mana.
Okay, so I will draw card for two. I wonder what that card is. I can't believe it. What was it? No, I haven't. Okay. I shall play in the Folia Academy. And then so here's the thing, right? I don't want to do that now. Urgog. Okay. Nobody's got anything tapped, so you know, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in that case, two blue, three blue. Hold on. Okay, so then in that case, let's keep those two open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To cast Icebreaker Crop. which should cost 10 and 2 blues, but it costs 1 less for each snow land that I control, and I have 6 snow lands. It's an 8/8. Unfortunately, nobody's got anything tapped, so it doesn't really make any difference.
Does
Why?
if a player were to tap their stuff while this
Oh, it
effect is
stays.
still
Oh,
effective,
it's
it still
a
won't.
static ability. Okay, gotcha. So the token is recorded.
Okay.
That's just mean. Okay. He says webcam not working now. He's restarting again.
Oh dear.
Right, so I
Alright.
guess we give him a moment. Alright, then I will pay 4 to play Forerunner of the Heralds. When Forerunner of the Heralds enters the battlefield, I may search my library for a merfolk card, reveal it, then shuffle your library and put that card on top. Whenever another merfolk enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Forerunner of the Heralds. I'm looking for. Ooh,
This one or that one or this one?
ooh, that's an interesting one. That's a possibility. So is that. It's not one. Okay, so there. That would be the one. I have to reveal it. It's Tatyova.
Oh.
Ah, looks like Ricardo's back.
Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties.
No worries. I just did a whole bunch of things.
I'm going to have to refresh because I can't see him.
Okay, do your thing.
Why are you black? Why is your screen black, Yola?
Because I have to refresh because I can't see you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and everybody's back.
Yay! Oh, but you're upside down, dude.
Okay, and then I get to do that, and I get to do this, and I have to put this card on top. Everybody can see it because I revealed it anyway. So there it is, and then I shall move to my end step and untap on my map. And pass the
I
turn.
hate you for that.
Cool.
Hold on, it did not do the passing of the turn. There, it has now
Nine.
passed the turn.
Turn.
And you're upside down, too.
I like wilderness reclamation. It's one of my favorite cards. It lets me do stuff.
You know you're singing stuff from a musical, right?
Yeah, well, you know. What was that from?
Okay, cool. So I will play Clark Crumley the
Get
copy
me
to
to
the
the.
church on
time. Yeah, my fair lady.
There we go.
Then I will pay 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will play Visit the Firemind. Then I will play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, sorry.
And bring out my commander for the first time.
Just a quick thing. Who else out there doesn't like the idea of Visit the Firemind being around?
Me.
I don't mind.
Sorry?
I don't mind.
You don't mind, eh? I'm actually okay with it. I've got an 8/8 that can do stuff.
Well, you're
Cool.
right.
And yeah, that's me. I'll pass the turn.
End of turn, 3, 6, 9 mana. I activate Vivian's Arcbow. Discarding Prey Upon, so I can look down 9 cards in my library and put a creature card into play with mana cost less than 9.
Wow!
Sure.
Because that's a
Something
small thing.
spicy coming. It's a spicy meatball.
It's a what
To
a
go with
big
the
Sage of Ancient Law. Very nice. Nice card.
So I get to draw a card from the Sage's trigger, and I get to draw a card from the Guardian Project.
Power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards you have set in the enters the battlefield. Draw a card. Beginning of each upkeep. If no spells are cast, last turn, transform. Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh my
Add a counter
word.
to fungal reaches. So currently it's a 5/5.
Because the card's in hand, right?
Yeah,
But if it flips, it becomes
very big.
cards in all players' hands.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm glad I
So-
didn't do that other thing just now.
I will still end of Ricardo's turn.
Yep.
Fights Niv Mizzet.
Okay,
Okay.
what's his power?
A lot.
5/5.
Okay, cool.
Untap. I'll play Arch of Orazka and Ascend.
Did you play Boardwalk, Crispy, while I was gone?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Yolo played one, but I'm not sure if that was when you were gone or not.
Okay, cool.
No, I think he was here.
I think he was there for the blood on the snow.
Yeah.
For 3 mana, I will cast Icon of Ancestry, naming werewolves. So werewolves get +1/+1, and I can go 3 tap, look at the top 3 cards of my library, put a creature card with the chosen type from among them into my hand.
Okay,
The rest on the bottom. Yes.
It's just too easy to go and get stuff. I'm going to cast Cryptic Command.
Alright.
I'm going to counter your Icon of Ancestry and I'm going to draw a card.
Alright. I'm just gonna pass.
I have never played a Cryptic Command before.
They went for
It's the
2.
first one I've ever played.
That's pretty cool.
I'm all like, I'm done now.
Going to put the 1/1 counter on the Elvish War Master. It's probably pointless, but what the hell. Right.
We probably don't want another board wipe in this game, eh?
No, I think
No,
we've
this
kinda done
game's
that.
like running long.
1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to play Rishkar, Kima, Renegade, so I get an elf.
You get an elf, and you get to put 2+1/+1 counters on things.
Yes. So, I'm going to put a +1 counter on the Warjobby.
Yep.
And I'll put one on Rain. Where does it go? Rain. And then I'm going to make a wolfie.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I find the wolfies. Where did I put them?
Under W.
Oh please, that would be far too much like that actually. I don't think I did the wolves yet.
There are wolves. There's like 1,000 wolves.
I don't know 1,000 wolves, but wolf!
There we go. Wolf.
Wolf, wolf.
Okay, it's a 2/2 wolf with death touch.
Yes, it's a 2/2 wolf with death touch.
Come on, Crispy, finish it. I need sleep. I'm trying. Okay.
And then I'm gonna make another wolf. What the hell? So I'm going to make two 2/2 wolfies with death touch.
Okay.
And now I feel much better. Except I'm going. No, I'm not going to. No. No. I'm going to pass it.
Okay. Hold on. Oh no. Sorry. Untap. And I'll draw my card. Yeah, Alters. The temptation is real.
The temptation to do what?
Terrible things.
Well, do terrible things. It's getting late.
Oh.
I have a lot of building to do before I can do terrible things.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go one green. I'm gonna set up a something. Okay? I mean, if I survive long enough to pull it off, great. If not, so be it. 1, 2, 3. I don't need that much. I just need that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? That's 5. Okay, so touch over. Hits the battlefield. Whenever a merfolk enters, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on Forerunner. So just 1, Crispin, not 6. There we go. Touch over, and then I will pay 5 to cast Ingenious Mastery, where X is 2, to draw 2 cards. Ingenious Mastery goes to the graveyard. I'll then play a land for turn, which triggers Tatiova. I gain 1 life and draw a card. Could have looked at it, but I didn't. So I'll just have to keep it. Then, Ricardo, I'm going to swing at you for 8 with my big Kraken.
Sorry.
Okay, I shall block with my Inala. So
Okay.
she goes back to the command zone.
Okay, and then move to my end step, untap all my mana. And pass turn.
Cool. Drawing a card. I'll pay 9. I'll cast Clone Legion. I'll target you quickly. So I basically just get a Kraken, Tatiova, and a Forerunner.
Sorry, what is this card? Clone Legion. For each creature target player controls, put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature.
So you will get the Icebreaker trigger and the Merfolk trigger. Warren.
So you can go find a merfolk if you like.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you guys don't, if you have anything tapped, you don't untap.
No, you choose one opponent for that.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'll target Crispy since he's the only one that has something tapped at the moment. And then, okay, and then I have a Tatiova, awesome. So I will play a Vivid Creek tap, so I will gain a life. And I will,
No, that's... Oh, yeah. It also gets 2 counters.
it also gets 2 counters. What? The Tatiova?
No, the
No,
land.
Vivid Creek.
Sorry, I'm missing the part of the counters.
On your land. On the land you just played.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. 2 charge counters. Cool. And then I draw a card. Okay, so... And then... Crispy,
Yeah.
I shall pay 2, and I will kill your Kraken with Terminate. So you gave me a Kraken, and I'm killing the Kraken.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 3, send in my Swift Warden, which will trigger Forerunner of the Heralds, and make my Kraken hexproof.
Okay, cool.
Your Kraken is not a Merfolk.
My Kraken
So,
is
no.
not a merfolk. I take that back. Why is my Kraken not a merfolk?
Good
Because it's a
question.
kraken.
My tribe is from the sea.
You have seafood
Then
gumbo.
I'll
I have seafood
pass
gumbo. Now I
the
have
turn.
seafood gumbo.
Turn up.
End of turn, I'll pay 5 mana to draw a card with Archer Barazka. Then let's pay 7 mana, activate Vivian's Arcbow, discard a forest. I'll play Afflicted Deserter. Enters the battlefield, I'll draw a card from the Guardian Project. Okay. Untap. So it's currently a 6/6. Swing at Crispin with both of these.
How big are they?
This one's a 6/6, this one's a 3/2.
Flash in the Swift Warden.
Yep.
And I'll block both of
Which are you blocking with which? Sorry.
them. I'll block the 3/2 with Forerunner of the Heralds and the other one with the 3/3.
Okay. So Afflicted Deserter dies, and one of your creatures dies. Because I think your Forerunner is too big. It's more than a 3 toughness,
I think it's
right?
a 3/3. It's a 4/3. So.
Oh, okay. Thought it was the
Yeah,
other way
both
around.
are.
Okay. Okay. Then second main phase, I will cast Chain Reaction. X damage to each creature, X is the number of creatures in the battlefield, which I believe is 11 damage to all creatures.
My beautiful token.
Wow. Just let the board go.
About
3
that,
mana, I'll go.
we don't need
Silver
another
Foot.
board one.
Sure.
That's been in my hand for ages. You guys have been playing tons.
No, I'm
Draw a card
just,
from Guardian Project.
I'm not. It's just it's funny that it comes out. That's all.
Lantern and pass.
Okay then. So we'll be here until tomorrow.
Yeah, we're setting some sort of record today.
I think this is our longest game so far, but that's all good. It's fine.
It's all good. It's all good.
My merfolk are still here
Well, that would have been
with
great.
their friends as well. They have friends.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell? 5. Ta-da!
It's Harold.
It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I get a Lenore Visionary, which gets a bit of my hand. Everything else at the bottom. And then I'm going to equip the rogue gloves to Harold.
Okay.
And
3
Okay.
off, you to draw a card.
Okay.
No, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, I think I actually need him for the mana.
Dr. Death says,
Yeah,
I'll go take a nap. I'll come back and catch the end again in 2 hours.
Sounds like
Flum
a good
says,
plan.
I'm getting a coffee.
Sounds like a good plan, guys. Seriously.
What's your hand, love?
Oh, sorry. I'm passing it in.
Okay. Yes, I will untap. I'll draw a card. I will look at the next card. I had a thing, man. There was a thing. There was a plan. There was a thing.
I don't think you should have said, gee, I'm going to set something up.
Well, you know.
I think you should have just left
Sometimes
it.
you got to do stuff.
Yeah, but don't
you know.
say it.
So there's 4. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exile 5. Cling clang plong pling plong. Uro.
How much life do you get now? 3.
I gain a life.
Oh.
3 life. 1, 2, 3. And I draw a card.
Recovered nicely.
And then I get to put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield. I'll put down the Vine Glimmer Snarl. I have not played a land for turn yet. So I will play an island. Then yeah, okay. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, and 1. I'm going to play Time Warp. And I will take another turn after this one, thank you.
Go ahead.
Which goes there. And then...
Although I must say, my feet are like ice.
Yeah, no, my feet are starting to get pretty cold. Then I will go to my end step, untap all my mana. And then it's my turn again. And
Oh my gosh, how did that happen?
I will
Did everyone else get to go?
draw a card. And I will... Okay, hold on.
You know what? We should institute a thing where every time you do a board wipe, you have to drink.
Yeah.
We'll all get very drunk.
It'll be more fun. Then at least it'll be like, yay, board wipe. Okay, have a sip.
What is... Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm going to do that too. Let's go blue and green, and then... 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Holy bananas, what are you casting?
Hydroid Crassus.
Nice.
Crazy. Hello,
8.
Crazy.
So I gain 4 life. And I draw 4 cards.
Is that a 9/9? How many counters on it?
It's an 8/8.
8. Cool.
4.
It's a spicy meatball.
Yes, that is a spicy
He's
meatball.
okay. He's alright, we like him. And then... how big is your Herald?
Oh, he's still only a 3/2.
And your other dude?
He's a 2/2. That's a
And
whole
what
mineral
are your
elf.
wolfy thing?
2/2.
And Ricardo's got nobody. Uro swings at Ricardo.
Cool. I'll take it.
And then my second main
Uh,
phase.
Wait,
You
your
gain
attack
3
trigger.
life and draw a card, eh?
Whoa, okay.
Oh, that's right. I gain 3 life. And I draw a card.
Wow, talk about a comeback, huh?
And then I will play a land for turn. Since I didn't do that earlier. And I will play a Temple of Mystery. I will scry! because I need that. I'll keep that on top. And then I will tap 3 in my second main phase to pay a Simic Keyrune. And then I shall move to my end step and untap all of this amazing mana. And pass it.
If I make a copy of Hydroid, it would just be a 0/0 and die immediately, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Shame. He's copy proof.
Shame.
He's also not a Murpho.
Yes, he's also not a
Crispin.
Ricardo, I think it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Cool. I'm tapping, drawing for turn. I'll play an island for turn. I will pay 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and play Arcanus the Omnipotent. I will pay Inala's 1 to put a token that's a copy of him that has
Again, he's
Excuse me?
he's legendary.
Legendary.
Oh, again, it bites me. Okay,
You can choose the one that has haste if you want.
Yeah, true.
But then you got to lose the one that's going to stick around.
Exactly.
Flum,
Okay.
Murpho
Oh,
rules.
no. I'm good. And then I will just quickly see here.
How do these people get in?
What people?
No, it's just like we get more of these. Ban Hammer time, you betcha. There we banned that person. Or
Okay.
that bot, whatever it was.
Christy, what's the spiciest instant or sorcery in your graveyard?
The spiciest instant or sorcery in my graveyard.
Yeah, if you could cast it again, which one?
Time warp.
Time Warp.
I like that. Okay. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and play Spell Twine. So I exile target instant or sorcery card from my graveyard and target instant or sorcery card from an opponent's graveyard. I copy those cards, cast the copies if able without paying the mana cost. The one I'm going to cast is Clone Legion.
Okay, in response, I'm going to negate your spell.
Ah,
I
okay. Cool. That's fair.
Well, there we go.
That goes to the graveyard. And I am cardless past the turn.
Oh, not good.
8 mana. Activate Vivian's Arcbow. Discard Gruul Turf. 8. I guess we're just going to go with Duskwatch Recruiter.
Which does what?
It's a mana sink. For 3 mana, I can look at the top 3 cards in my library, reveal a creature card from among them, put it into my hand, put the rest in the bottom of my library in a random order, in any order, sorry. When it's transformed, I can't even remember what it does.
It does
Creature
something-
spells cost 1 less.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
Then
Regardless.
let's see what else we have on battlefields. I draw a card from Guardian Projects,
Yemo.
and I add a charge counter to the reaches. Let's try to make some action actually happen here, because this is getting annoying. Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana to recast Ulrich for the 3rd time, targeting Silverfib Partisan
Yep.
with a buff, so it's a 6/6
Yep.
trample. Three, 4, 5. This Silverfib Partisan is raised by wolves, because it is a wolf. Enters the battlefield. I make 2 wolves. A target creature gets +1/+1 for each wolf I control, so it's +3/+3. Else we want to do this. Okay. We are going to attack Crispin with the. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.
Okay. I'm gonna pay those 2 to turn my Simic Keyrune into a 2/3 green and blue crab artifact creature with hexproof and block it.
Alright, it's got trample, hey?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'll take 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then. Yeah, I guess I'll just pass the turn.
Okay.
Okie dokie, I will untap. And draw a card. And play a fur rest. Oh, which means I get to put +1/+1 counter on something. Yay! Go, Herald!
Herald!
Herald! I keep wanting to say Heraldo, and I'm like, no, you're no. That's wrong. Pay attention, Pookie. Pay
Sorry,
attention.
Wimflum's put out a funny thing. I can't read it live.
You can't.
No, because it's rude. But it's funny.
1, 2, 3, and then let's do that. And then I need a swamp and a fur rest, and I'll play Underarm Lich.
Cool.
And I'll pay 1.
Is the pile on the left the mana you've paid?
Yes, that's
Okay.
it. Sorry, I was gonna tap it
Sure.
once. Then I'm gonna play Numa Jorga Chieftain. At the beginning of combat, I may pay XX. I'm gonna distribute X 1/1 counters among the number of target elves.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
And
You're not going to go to combat? Well, beginning of combat happens anyway. Do you want to pay XX?
I suppose I could pay 2/2.
Yeah, and then you can distribute 2 +1/+1 counters.
Yes, I can.
You got?
Yeah. So you can. Do I have to give them to 2 different people, or can I give them?
What does it say on the card?
Counters any number of target elves.
Any number, yeah.
So I paid.
So you could put them both on Herald
I could put them both on the wall.
and then swing with your Menace Boy.
Yeah. And then I will swing with my Menace Boy
That.
at Ricardo.
I'll be gizzy.
He is a 6/5
Okay.
with Menace.
And doesn't he get a trigger off the Rogue's Gloves?
Yes, he does. Only if he does damage to a player.
Well, he just did.
Okay. In which case, I get to draw a card. But Underarm Lich says every time I'm supposed to draw a card, I have to look at the top 3 cards of.
And then pick one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a nice little combo.
And then put one into my hand.
Careful, you show
Oh, sorry. And the rest into my graveyard. So I'll put one into my hand and the rest into my graveyard. And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Now untap, 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 draw. I will. I'm going to play snow and a green and a white. And I'm going to play Jade Light Ranger.
Explore.
When Jade Light Ranger enters, it explores, then it explores again. So on the first explore, I have to reveal the top card of my library. I put that card into my hand if it's a land, otherwise put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, then put the card back or put it into your graveyard. So it is a land, so it will go into my hand, and then it explores again. It's not a land! So I put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and then I put the card back. Because I like that card. I will play the Radiant Fountain as land for turn. I will use the Radiant Fountain and that.
You
Gain 2 life.
I gain 2 life. I will pay that 3 for Tashana's Wayfinder. That was dumb. Look, it's that card again. So plus a card, I don't put that back. Where's the whole like draw the card thing? I mean, come on. Fine. What is this thing? What is this thing? What is this thing?
What thing?
This thing. What is this card? Is it 3, 4? Okay, cool. Alright, and then I'm going to move to combat. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Before I move to combat, I'm going to pay 8 and bring back Zadonna. And because I have creatures with +1/+1s, I get to draw a card.
Finally.
Finally. Sheesh.
That
Took a
was
while.
quite something.
Look at top card. You know what?
We can all see your top card.
Can you?
Yeah, when you
Oh,
do
that's
it,
okay.
yeah.
Yes, now.
That's alright. It's just a landy thing, that's fine. Okay, so Ricardo, Uro at you, Cora, Hydro, Cressy in the air at you.
Oh, 6 damage.
I gain 3 life and I draw a card.
Alright. Take 8.
Take the 8. Right, move to my end step, untap all my lands. And pass turn.
Cool. Thank you. Drawing for turn. I will.
Sorry, at the end of the
No.
turn,
Yes.
at the end of Crispin's turn, I just wanted to activate as a Conceptor. Ulrich is going to fight Arcanus. I don't really want you to untap with the Arcanus.
Arcanus the Omnipotent.
Okay, cool. Damn it. I was just about to draw 3 cards. Okay, so then with the 1 card I drew, I'm going to make a spicy move, the type of thing you've only dreamt of.
Oi.
Rakdos Chronarium, and
Ooh.
returning an island to my hand. And pass the turn.
Hey, werewolves! Okay, so werewolves will all flip. Ulrich gets to fight something. Ulrich's gonna try to fight Numa.
Oh, Numa. Okay.
Yeah.
She's a 2/2, so.
Draw for turn. Oh, there we go, finally.
Uh-oh.
Keswick Wolf Run.
Okay.
I missed some triggers, but it's fine. It's my fault. I forgot to make a wolf at the end of turn when I made my stuff fight. So for 2 mana, I'm gonna main phase cast Rule Charm. Creatures without flying can't block this turn.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm gonna return the swing that Crispy gave me.
Wow, with interest.
So that's 7, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Do you have a response?
Where will you find the land to respond?
What's your biggest creature right now?
Ulrich, so
Ulrich, eh?
yep.
Okay, I'll cast Decisive Denial. And Cressy will fight Ulrich.
So Ulrich's already taken 2 damage. So firstly, you've targeted Ulrich. I'll get a wolf from a Silverfoot Partisan.
Mm-hmm.
Then, is there a way I can save Ulrich? That's fine. Ulrich will fight. Yeah, that's fine. Then before damage, I will. So currently now it's going to be 3, 5.
I'm assuming you're going to do enough damage to kill me, yes?
I'm going to try 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. So Keswick will run 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I'll pump the Krylon Horde Howler, so I'm dealing 24 damage.
Cool. I died.
Oh.
And I'm done.
Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm supposed to look at the top 3 because I'm supposed to draw damage. Okay, I'm going to put one in my hand and the others in the graveyard.
First blood, says Zoe.
Yeah.
Death says, Cora missing triggers. Hide, the end of the world is upon us.
I am very tired.
Yes, I think everybody is by now. Okay, so let's just put some stuff on the board and see what happens.
If only there were no more
1,
FOMO.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, this transform back.
Okay, so is it Hunt Master? And then
I did it, actually.
1, 2, 3, 4. And Poison Tip Archer.
Okay.
Nice. I love that card.
Yeah, it's quite cool, hey? What? That could be fun though. No. Okay. I'm going to swing Harold at Cora.
How big is Harold?
He is a 6'5".
Okay. I will pay 2 mana to do Ancient Animus. Silverfoot Partisan will fight Harold. On the trigger, I've targeted Silverfoot Partisan, so I get a wolf. So Partisan's a 7/7, and then they fight.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he does. That's fine.
And then you get to drain us with Poison Tip Archer.
Yeah. So you lose 1 life.
Your equipment
So does Ricardo.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Done.
Can I attach it to another thing straight away?
Yes, you can. Second main phase.
Okay, well then I will attach it to... Okay, the 2, and I'll attach it to my Exquisite Hunt Master. And that's me. Oh.
No, wait, sorry. I am... Eliminated.
Cool.
What's up, Clinton? Welcome to the party, pal. It's been the longest Commander stream we've had so far.
Yep, we're trying to end it, but yeah.
Doing
Playing
your
an
best.
island for turn. And paying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to bring out my commander, since it's the only thing I have. And then I will just pay another 3, 1, 2, 3 to curse Cora, because that's going to do a lot. Curse her opulence. She has so many wolves, so I don't want to give her zombies as well.
That's
And
fair.
that's my turn.
Okay, how are we gonna do this? Hmm. Okay. Yola, I'm gonna attack you with just the silver for partisan. So it's a 7/7.
Okay, I'll just take it.
Alright. Then I'm gonna pass the turn. If nobody casts a spell, I'll get this transformed.
Okay then. And tap. And
Good night, Bigger Class, and thanks for joining us, man. And it's a pleasure. You'll get hold of Rob. You'll get sorted out there, no worries.
2, and then I need a.
Did you do the look at the top 3 cards thing again?
Oh, cracker. No, I didn't. 3. I'll take. I've got one.
Okay.
Okay, and then I paid the mana for casualties of war. I'm going to target your. It says artifact, yeah. It says target this artifact, the Isochron Scepter.
You paid the cost for it, you
Okay.
can target everything on there.
It says choose. Oh, it says choose
Yeah.
one more. Okay, so we'll destroy
So-
that. And your big guy. And
This one.
an enchantment.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry, yes, your big guy, the 7/7.
Okay. So, what was the last enchantment? Was it enchantment in the land?
Yeah, there's an enchantment, and then I can decide to do a land or a planeswalker. But
So do the land, and
Yeah,
do the
what-
enchantment, and do the creature, and do the artifact.
okay, I don't know which land though. There are many. Oh, that one in the
I'm not supposed to help you!
I have to click on all the cards to see. Oh, the one that says that your creature gains trample. So if that land can die.
Okay. Kiss the girlfriend. In response, so you target Silver Partisan, I get another wolf.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go. Eight, 10, 12. So I'm going to play Citizen Tactics, striving 5 additional times. So I'm going to target these 4, all 5 wolves and Colin Horde Howler. So they all get +1/+1 and have tapped this creature fights another creature. Because I just targeted 5 wolves, I get another 5.
Yes.
And still with the triggers on the stack, I'm going to make this wolf tap and deal 3 damage to poison. What is it? Poison Sparcher, yeah.
Okay.
So they kill each other,
Mm-hmm.
and you drain us both for 1.
Okay. Oh, well, not me, because I'm...
Then this wolf is going to fight. So I'm really struggling to see the names.
Yeah, sorry.
The Lanois Visionary.
Okay.
And what is next to the Underarm Lich? Oh, the Exquisite
That's
Packmaster.
the exquisite. Yeah.
Okay, so this wolf will fight Exquisite Packmaster.
How big is your Packmaster?
My packmaster
So
is
3.
4-2.
Okay, 4-2.
Yeah, so trade,
Yeah.
and you get an elf token.
Yeah.
And this wolf will fight your Lich.
In response
You can
to
pay
that,
for life to keep it alive.
I'm going to pay for life.
Okay.
You get
So
a
my
wolf,
wolf will
and
die.
you get a wolf, and you get a wolf.
Kral and Horde Howler will fight your 1/1 elf token that you just got.
Okay.
And
There's nothing left on my board for you to fight.
2 mana tap. I'll use Ancient Animus to make my Silverfur Partisan fight Inala to make another wolf.
Cool.
Then you get to destroy everything.
Okay. Everything is now destroyed.
Which enchantment?
What enchantment did you pick?
Hang on. Which one? That one. Huh? Yeah, the Guardian Project. Sorry, I had to first click on it so I could read it.
Yep.
Wow, that was harsh.
Who needs board wipes?
Yeah, you can just do that.
Night, one flum.
Yola, did you pass?
No.
Okay, not yet. Okay.
Dr. Death 76, you don't get an email from Nexus. You've got to go to Nexus. It's an in-store credit.
There we go. Steel Leaf Champion. Yay. And what the hell? I'm gonna equip the gloves.
Okay.
And I'll pass the turn. There you go.
Cool. I'm tapping, drawing my end card.
This is insane.
This is nuts, people.
This is insane.
It's a long game of Commander.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm paying 1, 2,
Transform back and upkeep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Wow.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will cast Decree of Pain.
What now?
Oh god. What's
Destroy all creatures. Destroy
Pay
the
for
card
life.
of each destroyed.
this? Oh, but
And I
already paid-
get to
can
draw
I
a
pay
card
life
for
again?
each creature destroyed.
Just a quick question on the Underarm Lich.
Who is now indestructible?
You can pay. No, it was indestructible
Till
till
the
the end of your
that
turn.
turn.
Now you can pay another 4 this turn to do it again.
I will pay another 4.
Why are you tapping?
Okay.
How
So-
many creatures are you losing, Cora?
I'm losing 8. Sorry,
Okay.
9.
9, and you, Yola?
Oh no, just pay 4 life.
You just pay full of it.
Okay, sorry.
But your other creature he does, your Steel Leaf Champion.
Yeah, and then so,
Okay, so
yeah.
is it are you just losing
Just
one?
one.
Just one.
Yeah, just one.
So I get to draw 10 cards now.
Underarm Lich's tap.
Oh,
Why is it tapped?
because it's indestructible.
Its ability.
Oh.
8, 9,
She's
10.
being most wobbly.
Okay. You just count how much mana I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Decree of Pain goes to the graveyard.
If Ricardo comes back and wins this on one life, this is going to be the most insane game ever.
Totally. But it would be very cool though.
It'd be hell of a funny.
Okay.
You know, that would be like one of those ones for the books kind of thing.
Okay, cool. I will play 1, 2, 3, 4, and play Case Dissident Mage. And then
Sure.
What is he casting now?
I would imagine he's going to cast some creatures so that he can start swinging people next turn.
we'll pay
This is
2
nuts.
and play Mirror of the Forebearers.
What does that do?
And
This is battlefield. Choose a creature type until every turn the forebears becomes a popular target creature you control with the chosen
You need to
type.
choose a creature type?
Artifact.
Wizards.
Imagine that.
Surprising.
And then I will play a land for turn. It should be a mountain. And I'll tap my last remaining 3 and play a unstable obelisk, which is a lacquer removal as well.
Oh, great.
And I'll pass the turn.
Wow.
Okay, so just to remove one thing, that's fine. Sheesh.
Yeah, we're going on 3 hours.
Yeah.
Could be one of that sort.
What we got there, Cora? You seem to be muted.
Sorry, I was muted. I was saying I floated all 6 mana with my fungal reaches to go down 6 cards. I had a Scorned Villager.
Okay, cool.
So draw. Right, this has gone on too long. 6, 11 mana. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ulrich is back again, pumping a Scorned Villager. Scorned Villager. For 2.
You can do it, Cora, says Dr. Death.
Scorned Villager is going to attack Monkey.
Okay, how big is Scorn Villager?
5/5 currently.
5/5. Trample?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Bet it will.
Okay, I'll block with my kiss.
I activate Skarg, giving +1/+1 and trample.
Okay, cool. I'm dead. Thank you.
That's just-
Then
yeah, that's
2,
just
3 mana for Shrill Howler. It's a 3/1 werewolf horror, can't be blocked by creatures with power less than it, and 6 mana to transform it into Eldrazi that has a stronger version of that. Pass.
Oh, goody. And there's me with my little underarm lich.
3 cards.
Don't forget to do your top 3. Yeah.
I'm doing it. Okay, I'll put that in there. Draw 2 and a forest. Tap and I'll play Imperious Perfect. Other elves get +1/+1. So underarm lich is now bigger. And then okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get rolled back, so we'll look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if there is an elf in here.
Oh, Code Monkey vanished.
I'm still here. Just I didn't want my video to distract the intense game going on.
Okay, I've got Bloodline Pretender, it's going in my head. And I can equip the rogue gloves. Not that it's gonna help my ass at all. But to Herald and Yeah. There you go, Cora. You can kill me now.
I can't kill you, but yeah.
Not yet.
Oh dear.
What?
I don't know. Why can't you kill me?
Well, you have blockers. One of them is indestructible.
Oh, that's a good point.
But you can make trample.
I can give one creature trample. You destroyed the land that gives +X/+0.
Oh. Darn, that was inconvenient of me.
You've extended the game, Yoda.
I'm sorry. I was expecting her to have, like, I don't know, a kryptonite or a nuclear bomb or something in there. You know, like the wolf bomb.
Working on it. What is the best way to do this? I guess we're going to just attack with the Shrill Howler. It's a 3/1 currently. It can transform into a 3/5.
It's a 3/1.
Yeah, that can transform into a 3/5.
Yeah. I'll block
And
with my-
if the 3/5 hits you, I get a 3/2 Eldrazi token.
No, I'm going to block it with the Imperious Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna pay 6 just to transform it so it doesn't die. Okay. And then I pass. So in your
Yoda's
upkeep
like,
will
I
also
wanna
flip.
die.
Yeah. I want to go to bed.
Okay, so in your upkeep, I'm gonna get to fight with Ulrich. I'm gonna fight Harold. Yeah, I guess Harold.
Sorry, how much is that?
Harold dies.
Yeah, okay. Bye, Harold. It was nice knowing you. Okay. Okay, so it's my turn.
3.
Yeah, got 3. Okay. Let's go there. I really don't think that's going to help my ass at all, actually. But, what the hell? 1, 2, 3. And a swamp. So, just in a swamp. And play Nightshade Harvester.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pay 2 to equip Underarm Lich.
If you want to die, then swing.
Yeah, what the hell? I'll swing at you with the Underarm Lich 4, which you can easily
I'll
block.
block with Ulrich and pay 2 mana to activate Skarg to give him +1/+1.
And Underarm Lich dies.
Or you could pay
So-
4 life and make him indestructible.
You can pay for life, and I'm also actually struggling. Before damage is done, because Ulrich would actually die, I'm going to. Oh no, that doesn't work. Okay, no, I stepped up. That's fine.
So what's
So
happening?
are you gonna
Wait,
pay
what's
4?
happened? Hey?
Did you pay 4? You paying 4? You
I'll
make him
pay
indestructible?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay, Ulrich dies again.
Okay. He's becoming expensive. Good.
Currently costs 13.
Wow.
But you've got that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have enough to bring Harold back.
You don't have enough to bring Harold back.
Oh, are you done?
Yeah, sorry, I passed the turn to you.
4, 6, 7, 8, 10 mana. Discard Neglected Heirloom. Go down 10 cards.
Wow, I mean, when was the last time we had like graveyards like that?
Rurik Thar.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, there we go. Finally,
Okay, what's that?
it's a big horrible thing. It's gonna
Ah.
defeat everything.
Wonderful.
Tax each turn if able.
Deal 6 damage to the player. Wow.
Yeah.
Transforms
Wow,
back.
that's an interesting thing we're looking at there, Ricardo.
I don't want you guys to see my dinner, so I'm just flipping to my figures.
Well, it
Okay,
was
I'm gonna
black.
attack with everything.
And now it's upside down.
I'm attacking with everything, Yola.
Okay, how much damage is that?
It's 10.
Exactly 10. I am dead.
I can pump it, so if you block, you also die. Just
No, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Look at that.
cool.
There's a line through my name and everything.
Thank goodness.
There we
Cool.
go, alrighty. We're not going to say too many long goodbyes tonight. We're just going to call it. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget, tomorrow night, EGG stream, we are talking the National Paper Series. So, yeah, it's all good. Thank you everybody for joining us in chat. Really, really love having the support and having the conversations that we do have. But until next week on Commanders, we'll catch you then. Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace and love, y'all. Good night.